Welcome to this transformative self-coaching program designed to help you integrate and heal the pattern and beliefs of I don't know what I want. This is an emotional EMDR mini course whose goal is to guide you through a process of understanding, reframing, and building resilience to this pattern or belief. How it works. In step 1, we evoke the distressful emotional state of the belief or pattern. Note: this can be emotionally triggering. In step 2, we offer ourselves loving, compassionate self-acceptance for this state and beliefs. We then reframe the belief, pattern or state with new positive suggestions to the mind. We then bridge the mind into the new, more positive reality. We finally express gratitude for the new positive reality, assuming it is accepted. To use this program, keep your attention on how you feel, and follow the movements of the ball or pattern on the screen with your eyes while the audio plays. If your mind starts to wander, gently redirect your focus back to the moving ball or pattern. Optionally, or if you are not able to use a video screen, you can also use EFT. Tapping on one or more points. Section 1. Unpacking emotional experiences. We begin with a setup of the issue. Even though I struggle with this pattern, I choose to still deeply love, honor and accept myself, and I am open to a more empowering state of being. Take a deep breath. I don't know what I want or who I am. I feel lost and directionless. I am paralyzed by indecision and uncertainty. I feel empty and unfulfilled. I fear making the wrong choice. I'm overwhelmed by all the possibilities. I feel pressure to figure everything out. I believe I'm supposed to have all the answers. I'm afraid of what others will think of my choices. I feel like I'm falling behind everyone else. I worry that I'll never find my passion. I feel disconnected from my own desires. I'm haunted by past failures and missed opportunities. I doubt my ability to succeed. I feel like I'm wasting my potential. I'm scared I'll regret my choices later. I constantly compare myself to others. I feel guilty for not knowing my path. I'm stuck in a cycle of procrastination and avoidance. I'm frustrated with my lack of progress. I feel powerless to change my situation. I worry I'm too old or it's too late to start. I'm burdened by expectations of myself and others. I feel like a disappointment. I'm envious of those who seem to have it all figured out. I feel isolated in my confusion. I'm afraid of failure and rejection. I'm overwhelmed by the fear of making mistakes. I believe I don't have what it takes. I feel like I'm running out of time. I struggle with self-sabotage. I'm conflicted by different paths and choices. I feel like I'm in a constant state of limbo. I'm tired of trying and getting nowhere. I'm resentful of my current situation and lack of clarity. Section 2. Feel into this balanced, compassionate perspective from your inner coach. Maintain your attention on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. I welcome my feelings of not knowing what I want or who I am, and I accept myself fully in this moment. I warmly embrace the sensation of feeling lost and directionless, knowing it's a part of my journey. I kindly acknowledge my paralysis by indecision and uncertainty and accept it with compassion. I gently embrace the emptiness and unfulfillment I feel, offering myself understanding. I accept my fear of making the wrong choice, knowing it's a natural part of decision making. I lovingly recognize the overwhelm I feel from all the possibilities, and I am here for myself. I compassionately accept the pressure I feel to figure everything out and offer myself patience. I acknowledge the belief that I'm supposed to have all the answers and accept where I am right now. I warmly accept my fear of what others will think of my choices and offer myself reassurance. I gently welcome the feeling of falling behind everyone else and remind myself of my unique path. I kindly acknowledge my worry of never finding my passion and offer myself comfort. I accept my disconnection from my own desires and gently guide myself towards clarity. I compassionately acknowledge the hauntings of past failures and missed opportunities and offer myself forgiveness. I warmly embrace my doubts about my ability to succeed and offer encouragement to myself. I lovingly recognize the feeling of wasting my potential and remind myself of my inherent worth. I accept my fear of regretting my choices later and offer myself the freedom to evolve. I gently acknowledge my habit of comparing myself to others and offer myself individuality. I compassionately accept the guilt of not knowing my path and offer myself grace. I kindly recognize my cycle of procrastination and avoidance and offer patience to myself. I warmly welcome the frustration of my lack of progress and offer myself understanding. I lovingly accept feeling powerless to change my situation and remind myself of my inner strength. I acknowledge my worry about being too old or it being too late and offer myself timeless potential. I gently embrace the burden of expectations from myself and others and offer myself freedom. I compassionately accept feeling like a disappointment and remind myself of my worth. I kindly recognize my envy of others and offer myself the space to find my unique journey. I warmly welcome feelings of isolation in my confusion and remind myself that I am not alone. I lovingly accept my fear of failure and rejection and offer myself resilience. I gently embrace my overwhelming fear of making mistakes and offer myself forgiveness. I compassionately acknowledge my belief of not having what it takes and remind myself of my capabilities. I kindly accept feeling like I'm running out of time and remind myself that each moment is a new beginning. I warmly welcome my struggle with self-sabotage and offer myself the chance to grow. I lovingly acknowledge the conflict from different paths and choices and offer myself guidance. I compassionately embrace feeling like I'm in a state of limbo and offer myself patience. I kindly recognize the tiredness from trying and getting nowhere and offer myself rest and rejuvenation. I gently accept my resentment of my current situation and lack of clarity and offer myself hope. Section 3. Visualizing positive change. Take a deep breath. I am beginning to see that not knowing what I want or who I am opens doors to endless possibilities and self-discovery. I am choosing to see the benefits of feeling lost as a chance to explore new paths and redefine myself. I am open to the possibility of finding strength in indecision, allowing me to carefully weigh my options. I am exploring the idea of finding fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. I am willing to consider that facing my fear of making the wrong choice leads to greater wisdom and courage. I am leaning towards viewing the overwhelm of possibilities as an abundance of opportunities to choose from. I am actively seeking to relieve the pressure to figure everything out, embracing the natural flow of life. I am opening myself up to the understanding that not having all the answers is a sign of flexibility and openness. I am willing to shift my perspective on the fear of others' opinions and cultivate my inner validation. I am choosing to focus on my unique path and timeline, knowing that my journey is incomparable. I am embracing the opportunity to patiently uncover my passion, recognizing it as a journey of self-exploration. I am reminding myself that connecting with my desires is a gradual process, deserving of time and patience. I am allowing myself to let go of past failures, seeing them as lessons that pave the way for future success. I am considering different ways to trust in my ability to succeed, building confidence with each small victory. I am recognizing the potential for growth in what feels like wasted potential, using it as fuel for action. I am inviting the possibility of living without regret, knowing each choice contributes to my growth. I am reminding myself that I have the ability to stop comparing and start appreciating my unique journey. I am open to discovering the power of forgiving myself for not knowing my path, embracing the unknown. I am exploring different options for breaking the cycle of procrastination, finding motivation in small steps. I am willing to challenge my assumptions about progress, recognizing growth in every experience. I am choosing to see the potential in reclaiming my power to change my situation, one step at a time. I am reminding myself that age and time are constructs, and I can start anew at any moment. I am recognizing the potential for growth in shedding the weight of others' expectations and living for myself. I am opening myself up to new experiences with self-compassion, knowing I am doing my best. I am curious about creating a path that aligns with my values, independent of others' journeys. I am beginning to see the value in seeking connection and support to alleviate feelings of isolation. I am embracing the opportunity to grow stronger from my fears of failure and rejection. I am considering the long-term benefits of embracing mistakes as stepping stones to success. I am willing to explore different ways of thinking about my capabilities, fostering a growth mindset. I am recognizing the power of taking each moment as a new opportunity to create the life I want. I am reminding myself that I have the ability to overcome self-sabotage and choose a path of self-improvement. I am open to receiving support in navigating the conflicts of different paths, finding clarity in my choices. I am choosing to see the benefits of embracing uncertainty, finding peace in the present moment. I am welcoming the possibility of rejuvenation and renewed energy after periods of tiredness and stagnation. I am leaning towards releasing resentment and embracing my situation as a catalyst for change and clarity. Section 4. Bridging the two worlds from emotion to aspiration. Remember to maintain your focus on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. Even though I don't know what I want or who I am, I welcome my feelings and am beginning to see that this opens doors to endless possibilities and self-discovery. Although I feel lost and directionless, I warmly embrace the sensation and am choosing to see the benefits of this as a chance to explore new paths and redefine myself. Even though I am paralyzed by indecision and uncertainty, I kindly acknowledge it and am open to the possibility of finding strength in this, allowing me to carefully weigh my options. Although I feel empty and unfulfilled, I gently embrace this feeling and am exploring the idea of finding fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. Even though I fear making the wrong choice, I accept this fear and am willing to consider that facing it leads to greater wisdom and courage. Although I'm overwhelmed by all the possibilities, I lovingly recognize the overwhelm and am leaning towards viewing this as an abundance of opportunities to choose from. Even though I feel pressure to figure everything out, I compassionately accept this pressure and am actively seeking to relieve it, embracing the natural flow of life. Although I believe I'm supposed to have all the answers, I acknowledge this belief and am opening myself up to the understanding that not having all the answers is a sign of flexibility and openness. Even though I'm afraid of what others will think of my choices, I warmly accept this fear and am willing to shift my perspective on it, cultivating my inner validation. Although I feel like I'm falling behind everyone else, I gently welcome this feeling and am choosing to focus on my unique path and timeline, knowing that my journey is incomparable. Even though I worry that I'll never find my passion, I kindly acknowledge this worry and am embracing the opportunity to patiently uncover it, recognizing it as a journey of self-exploration. Although I feel disconnected from my own desires, I accept this disconnection and am reminding myself that connecting with them is a gradual process, deserving of time and patience. Even though I'm haunted by past failures and missed opportunities, I compassionately acknowledge them and am allowing myself to let go of them, seeing them as lessons that pave the way for future success. Although I doubt my ability to succeed, I warmly embrace these doubts and am considering different ways to trust in my ability, building confidence with each small victory. Even though I feel like I'm wasting my potential, I lovingly recognize this feeling and am recognizing the potential for growth in what feels like wasted potential, using it as fuel for action. Although I'm scared I'll regret my choices later, I accept this fear and am inviting the possibility of living without regret, knowing each choice contributes to my growth. Even though I constantly compare myself to others, I gently acknowledge this habit and am reminding myself that I have the ability to stop comparing and start appreciating my unique journey. Although I feel guilty for not knowing my path, I compassionately accept this guilt and am open to discovering the power of forgiving myself, embracing the unknown. Even though I'm stuck in a cycle of procrastination and avoidance, I kindly recognize this cycle and am exploring different options for breaking it, finding motivation in small steps. Although I'm frustrated with my lack of progress, I warmly welcome this frustration and am willing to challenge my assumptions about progress, recognizing growth in every experience. Even though I feel powerless to change my situation, I lovingly accept this feeling and am choosing to see the potential in reclaiming my power, one step at a time. Although I worry I'm too old or it's too late to start, I acknowledge this worry and am reminding myself that age and time are constructs, and I can start anew at any moment. Even though I'm burdened by expectations of myself and others, I gently embrace this burden and am recognizing the potential for growth in shedding the weight of expectations and living for myself. Although I feel like a disappointment, I compassionately accept this feeling and am opening myself up to new experiences with self-compassion, knowing I am doing my best. Even though I'm envious of those who seem to have it all figured out, I kindly recognize my envy and am curious about creating a path that aligns with my values, independent of others' journeys. Although I feel isolated in my confusion, I warmly welcome these feelings of isolation and am beginning to see the value in seeking connection and support to alleviate them. Even though I'm afraid of failure and rejection, I lovingly accept these fears and am embracing the opportunity to grow stronger from them. Although I'm overwhelmed by the fear of making mistakes, I gently embrace this fear and am considering the long-term benefits of embracing mistakes as stepping stones to success. Even though I believe I don't have what it takes, I compassionately acknowledge this belief and am willing to explore different ways of thinking about my capabilities, fostering a growth mindset. Although I feel like I'm running out of time, I kindly accept this feeling and am recognizing the power of taking each moment as a new opportunity to create the life I want. Even though I struggle with self-sabotage, I warmly welcome this struggle and am reminding myself that I have the ability to overcome it and choose a path of self-improvement. Although I'm conflicted by different paths and choices, I lovingly acknowledge this conflict and am open to receiving support in navigating them, finding clarity in my choices. Even though I feel like I'm in a constant state of limbo, I gently accept this feeling and am choosing to see the benefits of embracing uncertainty, finding peace in the present moment. Although I'm tired of trying and getting nowhere, I kindly recognize this tiredness and am welcoming the possibility of rejuvenation and renewed energy after periods of stagnation. Even though I'm resentful of my current situation and lack of clarity, I lovingly embrace this resentment and am leaning towards releasing it and embracing my situation as a catalyst for change and clarity. If you were tapping, you can stop tapping as we go into gratitude. Section 5. Preemptive gratitude for transformation. These affirmations are designed to uplift your spirit, align you with your highest self, and resonate with the boundless love and support that the universe offers you. I am grateful for every step that leads me closer to understanding my true desires and path. I appreciate the journey of self-discovery and the wisdom it brings. I am thankful for the resilience I find in facing my fears and uncertainties. I cherish the moments of clarity and insight that guide me forward. I am grateful for the courage to explore new possibilities and redefine myself. I give thanks for the strength to rise above comparison and embrace my unique journey. I am thankful for the compassion and patience I've learned to extend to myself. I appreciate the freedom to change my mind and choose differently as I grow. I am grateful for the support and guidance that appear along my path. I cherish the ability to transform challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. I am thankful for the deeper connection to my inner self and the guidance it provides. I appreciate the newfound confidence and belief in my abilities and potential. I am grateful for the love and acceptance I've learned to give myself. I give thanks for the unfolding of my life's vision and the abundance it brings. I cherish the peace and fulfillment that come from aligning with my higher self and true purpose. Section 6. Closing and next steps. Take a deep, rejuvenating breath. Congratulations on completing this transformative session. Take a note of how you feel in comparison to how you started, and consider journaling your notes about this session and any areas you'd like to explore. Be attentive to the potential reduction in the emotional weight of certain memories and actual circumstance shifts in your daily life. Note that it may take one, several, or many uses of this program to completely clear or reframe this pattern and beliefs. This program and affirmations serve to fortify your inner journey toward a more empowered state. Feel free to revisit them whenever you need to. For more details, see the link in the bio.